bicycles. Hey, you can go ahead and film these guys. My hair okay? When you go, or I'll tell you to go. When I tell you to go, start. Raven Chute is one of the most benign. Hello, start over. Raven Chute is one of the most benign of the big name rapids on the Chattooga, but even Raven Chute can kill. In 1999, two hikers were crossing the river at low water, even higher water than this though. They slipped, fell in, went down through this crack, and only one of them came out. That's a cut. Raven Chute may be the most benign of the big name rapids on the Chattooga, but even Raven Chute can kill. In 1999, two hikers attempted to wade across the river above the rapid at low water. They slipped, fell in, and came down through this crack. Only one of them came out. Go. Raven Chute may be the most benign of the big name rapids on Section 4, but even Raven Chute can kill. In 1999, two hikers attempted to cross the river above this rapid at low water. They slipped, fell in, and swam down this crack. Only one of them came out. Come back. Raven Chute may be the most benign of the big name rapids on Section 4, but even Raven Chute can kill. Raven Chute may be the most benign of the big name rapids on Section 4, but even Raven Chute can kill. In 1999, two hikers attempted to cross the river upstream of this rapid. They slipped, fell in, floated down into this crack. Only one came out. She's got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. You ready? To get the perfect run on the dog, you gotta boof it. To get on, I'm just gonna do a couple of those and then I'm gonna try something else. Tell me when you're rolling. To get the perfect run on the dog, you gotta boof it. To get the perfect run on the dog, you gotta boof it. I'm a boofer. All right, now for the hard one. I forgot what I was going to say. Let me try this again. Before 1972, the Chattooga was known as a remote. Before 1972, the Chattooga was a road. Before 1972, the Chattooga was a remote stream paddled only by an intrepid few in fragile glass craft. But that all changed when Deliverance came out. Then suddenly, prior to 1972, quit smiling at me. Prior to 1972, the Chattooga was a remote stream paddled only by an intrepid few in fragile glass craft. But then Deliverance came out. But then Deliverance came out, and that all changed. Suddenly, weekend warriors left their suburban homes in Atlanta and other big cities and came up here to have an adventure like Burt Reynolds. Aided by the improved materials of ABS canoes, rubber rafts, and later rotomolded kayaks. Aided by improved materials like ABS, rubber rafts, and later rotomolded plastic, they bumped body and boat against the rocks and went home with bruises, sore muscles, and adventures to tell. So many more came back. Soon the river was full of people and rafts, and it was starting to show the wear of it. And I forgot what the hell I was going to talk about now. Prior to 1972, the Chattooga was a remote stream paddled only by an intrepid few in fragile glass craft. But all that changed when Deliverance came out. Suddenly, weekend warriors from the suburbs came up to the river. Suddenly, weekend warriors from the suburbs came up to the river to have their own adventures and test themselves against Burt Reynolds' standard. Aided by improved materials like ABS canoes, rubber rafts, and later rotomolded kayaks, they came in droves. They bumped body and boats against the rocks in the river. They went home with bruises and sore muscles and great stories. And they came again and again, and the sport grew. But some of them didn't make it back. This show is about the Chattooga and its watershed, all of the creeks that flow into it. We're going to show you everything from the placid, family-oriented fun on Section 2 to the hair boating. We're going to show you everything from the placid, family-oriented fun on Section 2 in the West Fork to the we're going to show you everything from the placid, family-oriented fun on the West Fork and Section 2 to Class 4 running on Section 4 to the heavy hair boating of Overflow and Stokoa Creek. We're also going to try to show you some of the safety issues, how you can die and how you can stay alive on the Chattooga. But none of this is a substitute for having the skills, the equipment, and going with somebody who actually knows the river. This tape is no substitute for that. Let's go first to Section 2. Let's go first to Section 4. Let's go first to Overflow Creek. We'll take you now to the beginning run of Section 3, where a lot of boaters learned how to paddle. I think that's enough. To run the dog right, you gotta boof the pad. Ah!